welcome back. Today is Friday, October 24th. This is episode 115 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where we've been trying to figure out what to go as for Halloween. So, alright, I'm thinking it might be one of those big, blood-spurting vagina monsters from Dead Space with scythe hands. Where I'm like, wow!
Yeah, that's pretty badass. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a going from Saints Row, going to go around, sell drugs to all the kids, and maybe pimp out your mom. Is she available?
My mom. Okay, I see how this is going to be. Alright, well, alright. Alright, dude, I got it. I got the scariest costume in the whole world. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Dorothy, as Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
Okay, you win, dude. You win. I just threw up in my mouth. That was disgusting. I'm using What's Not Bad.
And I'm Tobin and Yuzo, and I do not make a very pretty woman.
No.
This week we'll be talking about Saints Row 2, Dead Space, World of Goo.
That's a different game.
And the new Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, there are so many good games. I have not slept all week. World of Spoo.
I know. Man, I usually go to sleep after World of Spoo.
Releases include Fable 2, Far Cry 2, Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, and Wii Music.
Oh, hell yeah. Gamegasm, son. As always, we'll have site news, culture news, and community sections, but let's get started with Dead Space.
It'll cut off your arm. That was disgusting.
Yeah.
Dead Space, man. This is a game we were not kind to it last week.
There's a phrase called eating crow.
Yeah.
It was funny, like, we'd already started playing this game, and I was already editing last week's episode.
Oh, really?
And I'm going through and listening to us, we're just like, it looks stupid, it looks boring, it looks dark, it looks this. I was just like, fuck.
Because like right when I put that game in, and basically it came up with the whole cinematic in the beginning, I was hooked.
Yeah.
Like it just got me, and I don't know what the deal is. It's a very simple beginning. You know what I mean?
You know, it's something about, I was telling Adrian, actually, we were playing it, and you know what it looked like is like, those rides that you do at like Disneyland where you all get strapped in and you're watching a screen and it's like shaking your chairs around? That's what it's like, because you're in this ship and you're back here and there's people up there and you're just kind of watching this ship go around, and it felt like you're just kind of
But even then, like when you're just starting out, all they're doing is talking. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to go check out this derelict space thing. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Right?
Yeah. That'd be great. The game just ends. They're like, and we docked successfully. Hi. Everything's fine.
Thanks
Game
for your
$60. So what it is it's a space-based survival horror.
Space-based survival horror, but it's third person, not a first-person shooter. It's a third-person, over-the-shoulder, kinda.
In a really at first jarring sense, like, because I felt that I took up too much screen when I first started playing. Because your character, it's not like you can in Gears of War you see his shoulder and that's it. Like, but this one, his whole fucking body is in that screen. Yeah. You can see his whole back, his whole gun.
And you know why, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, if you're going to take any particular concept of a game and then know that every game publisher is going to basically copy the shit out of it, just like the Roadie Run, just like the cover system last year or a year and a half ago, fucking like no UI, no HUD.
Using your body as the UI.
Yeah. I mean, they did it a little bit with other games. Like with Halo, you can see a little counter
right on the gun.
But it was just the basic. I mean, fucking Dead Space.
This is so cool. So you've got a big blue spine. You've got a big blue, glowing blue spine.
Segmented.
Yeah, segmented. And that's it. That's your health. So it's like as you get hurt, it goes, goes down, and you've got these special powers where you can freeze shit, and that's also on your back.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is like you're in this suit, and you're looking at the readout on that suit to see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden your spine is red. It's like, oh, maybe I should heal now.
But it's not just that.
What?
It's the breathing.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So
yeah.
it's when
How
your
does
health goes down. Well, I'm just saying, like, it's when your health goes down. He's like, like, I mean, it's very immediate because this game is already terrifying. So you're running through the ship. You've got no health packs. There's big fucking knife monsters coming after you and shit. And your character's like, and you're just like, fuck, I gotta find health.
See, I didn't even get that far, right? I mean, like, I got the air.
You got hurt?
No, I got to the air, but like I saw one guy, I'm like, whatever, and I killed him. I'm like, I got like 30 seconds left of air. It's like no big deal, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they make it a little harder later on.
Yeah. So the game gets tough as shit. Like the monsters get more. So the weird thing too is that the killing monsters in this game is not like normal games where you're going for their center of mass.
No. It's just like you have a certain amount of ammo and all that, but just like the whole idea about it is like dismembered.
Yes.
And I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before.
I never have. And the thing is like you and I were talking about this last week. We're like, it's a space-based horror game based on dismemberment. We're like, dismemberment? What the fuck is that? That's terrifying is what it is. Because these guys all have these big, long claw arms where, like, these other guys will pop out these heads that shoot acid at you.
Yep.
But if you shoot them in the body...
So it's like you can throw a whole clip. Nothing would happen.
And ammo is scarce.
Yes.
So it's one of these things where you got to play this right, and then, like, you start getting into it, and you can shoot these weapons that, like, kind of shoot out like a line, and you're using them. You can actually change the alignment on your gun.
Did you actually notice you doing that, though? Because, like...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there's certain enemies, it's better to have it horizontal.
Exactly. And then there's some with the arms around the side, and if you have it, you know, like horizontal, it's not doing shit for damage. You have to like align it and cut their fucking arms off.
And it actually works. That's the whole thing about it. It's just like I have this big lumbering thing. It's not moving that fast. It's like, but I know once it gets to me, I'm toast.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, I got to do that, and I only have like 6 bullets, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, fuck, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
you know,
shooting correctly is actually very important.
And like everything about kind of like the way they did everything with the atmosphere, all this stuff serves to provoke fear.
Yeah.
And like not many games scare me. Like I played Silent Hill, I was more annoyed and frustrated, right?
Yeah.
I played Condemned, and it was just like, fuck this flashlight.
The game was stupid as shit.
Like Doom 3, look, another closet with a box. But this one didn't.
This game is genuinely terrifying.
Like
it is like.
Why though?
Well, okay. I mean, I can say all sorts of things. For one thing, the sound editing.
Excellent. Fantastic.
The ship is like a creature. Like it's never quiet. Every room you walk into, there's different beeps and groans and creaks.
Yep.
And there's like rattling in different corners and air like popping. I mean, you never know if the sound you hear is an enemy or just the ship kind of creaking. So you're just walking around.
You're like, you're not sure. Like, what the hell? But you know what it is? Like out of all the stuff that they actually add, the things that make you scared, you know, all that stuff, what they did, I think, perfectly was the pacing of it all.
Yeah.
Right? Because you would be like this huge firefight and then it'd be quiet. And like nothing would happen. It would just be, the quiet would be just long enough until you're like, wait, did I kill them all?
Yeah.
And then, you know, it comes after you, right?
It's not like every room has enemies.
No.
It's like you'll go through 4 or 5 rooms and you're just kind of exploring, just looking around, and you're just like, oh, okay, my heartbeat is going back down.
And it's uncanny, like how well they've timed it such that I feel at ease. Oh, look, I got a store. I'm just going to sit and buy some stuff for a bit. Oh, let me go to this. There was nothing there before, right?
But the cool thing is like a lot of games like Silent Hill, what'll happen is you go in a room and there's no monster there, and then you turn around and there's a monster. Like just kind of these bullshit things where it just feels like they're creating them out of nothing.
Yeah.
But in this game, what they did is they said that all the ventilation system is full of monsters, so every door you walk by, there's a little vent, and you never know if it's just going to like blow open and a dude will pop out.
Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't.
But they always come out of them.
Yeah.
You never ever see them materialize out of nothing. Like
I've seen that. Well, I've seen them like you're walking on catwalks, all of a sudden you see an arm.
Yeah.
Like as if they're jumping. It's just like this kind of shit is so freaky.
And sometimes they'll even do shit where you're walking along. Like I've been on where I'm on a catwalk, and then one of them will run under it and then not attack me. Like I saw that up
above too. Like I see a vent, I'm like, holy shit! I'm shooting, like nothing's happening, and I'm like, what happened?
It just went away,
and then nothing happens. Like I walk for another 5 minutes, and nothing would attack me, and I'm like, you fuckers.
I know. So, I really, really like this game. I was genuinely surprised. It's probably. I mean, I can already say that it's one of my top 5 for the year.
It's easily made my top 5 already.
So what don't we like?
Well, the thing is, like, there's still so much stuff I like about this game because, like, the UI, right? The UI, the main, like, it's not just the body that they did everything, but everything you interact with, it kind of brings up almost like you have this visors on, which I'm assuming what's happening, and it just brings out. So any door is just like open or locked.
But it's with reference to your character, not to you.
Yeah,
which is so immersive because even when people talk to him on video chat.
It just goes.
If you flip the camera around, that is a screen in front of his face. If you turn the camera over here, you can't see it because he's watching.
And it's his system that's doing it. And like you go to the store, all of a sudden a door unfolds, and basically you just kind of zoom in. But it's not this freaky thing where all of a sudden, oh look, I'm looking at a screen and I can purchase shit now.
It never pulls you out of the experience. You're always in his body, and you're always like complete. And talk about the death sequences. Sometimes like.
I haven't
Sometimes
died
if you,
yet.
Dude, I've died a lot.
Yeah,
like I'm on chapter 10 of the game, so I'm way in there. And there's these things where sometimes you'll just die and you'll fall over, and then sometimes they just have these special death animations where the dude will hit you, and like I've had big enemies grab me and pick me up, rip my body in half, and then throw the pieces on the ground. Or like there's this one enemy, if you get too close to it, it just whips a tentacle out, knocks your head off,
and that's it.
That's it. You have one hit, you're dead.
So what do you do?
Close, you can't get close, like because they're stuck to a wall. So it's not like they can run around.
Gotcha.
They're stuck on a wall, and you just got to stay back because if you get close, it's just like funk, and your head just goes bunk, bunk, bunk.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But like they did all the pacing as far as like the save points really well done.
Yes.
I mean, no, I think I did die a couple of times, and I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking bat thing.
Yes.
That bat pissed me off. It killed me like 3 times, but it was like the scariest monster.
You talking about the big like manta ray looking bats?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
There's
can
more
bring,
than they come back.
Well, yeah, because they bring other people back to life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
They're all over the place later. And the thing is, you see them running in, and you have to start killing whatever they're bringing back. Otherwise,
I kill them first because if we don't kill them, if I kill the thing, they just keep on going. It's just like because I did that at first, and I'm like, fuck, and like I had 3 things, and when I actually concentrated on him, I only got like 2, so it was a lot better. But actually, the other thing that I really enjoyed about this game, which I think is weird because you never see anybody do it, but they actually have a button where you can click on the right-hand side, and it will show you a line on where you need to go.
That is huge.
Like you would almost think it's cheating.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, like it's just you just follow the line, you're gonna finish the game. But it doesn't take away from the game.
It doesn't, and I never would have believed that if you told me that. I mean, like if somebody told you that there's a game that you could push a button and it always tells you where you need to go next.
Yeah,
you're like, well, but what if I want? Can I turn that off?
Yeah,
no, like.
Well, you can. You never have to. You can never use it, right? Yeah.
That's brilliant. Like after I started using that, I'm like, every game should have this.
Yes,
because you know what your next quest is. You hit the button, and a little blue line's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like you should go this way. Doesn't mean you're not going to get skull fucked by a monster that way.
It's not the safe way to go. It's just you need to head in this general direction.
But you're not lost. You're not wandering around like, God damn it! Like where am I supposed to go next in this huge maze of blood-filled corridors of hell?
And I've already killed all the monsters, so it's just going to be empty. And like that's what happened with me. Like the thing with all those sorts of games, like with BioShock especially, and like all these other ones, like I would finish something and I'd be like, oh, how do I get back?
Yeah. Oh God, I'm supposed to do something with fire over here.
Yeah. I spend like hours of part of my game time like trying dead ends, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've already been here before.
Yep.
But this line, I'm like, where do I go? Oh yeah.
It takes nothing away from the game. Another thing.
I really wish that. Yeah.
The 0G shit. It's awesome. So you get in these rooms, there's zero G, and you just like pick a point over there, and you hit a button, and the guy jumps, and he's like spinning in midair. You can shoot at people in midair. You can collect.
So I only did one of those. So do you actually do a lot more combat?
There's puzzles and stuff. There's like, and the thing is, sometimes you're in 0G with no air. So you're out there, a counter on your back is counting down. You have 90 seconds of air.
Yeah.
You're out there in 0G fighting enemies, trying to leap to somewhere with air. And you're just like, ah! They're just fucking coming after you, and sometimes you have to run away and not fight them because you got to get air.
And it's not too frustrating, right? So
never.
Because like your thing is, with your patience is like your patience bar on the back is like 1 segment.
Yeah, that's it. True. Right? It's like my bar goes down. I'm like, I'm done.
And you
drop
just
the
tip
controller,
the game.
turn
Like
it off.
so, like no part.
Never. Because the thing is, there's things that are really hard, but they're never unfair. And they're never tedious. It's never shit work. Like, all these games that I put down, I'm just like, you didn't need to do it that way. You could have done it better.
An unskippable cutscenes in the way.
Yeah,
something
unskippable
like that.
cutscene, this enemy's, like, hard in an unfun way. Like, these guys, there's things, bosses that I got killed 10 times.
Yeah, and you didn't feel bad at all.
Because I'm like, I can get this guy. I will totally fucking own this guy.
So they weren't cheap, they weren't cheating, or any of that stuff. Huh, interesting.
I seriously love this game. It's been a while since I've been this excited about a game.
Last one was probably BioShock.
My last one was probably Saints Row 2, which we'll talk about next. We've had a great week.
This week is amazing.
This week has like made me so happy for games.
What can I say bad? What can we say bad about this game?
I got
too scary. Could possibly be one because I was a little freaked out and I didn't like. I played in the dark because
it is terrifying.
It's at night.
So I got one.
What?
So there's a couple parts of the game when you actually sit down in a gunnery thing.
Oh, I hate those.
And you have to defend the ship from asteroids and stuff. So you're like boo 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 boo.
It's just not fun.
It's so tacked on. It's so tacked
Basically,
on. Like,
every single first-person shooter game needs a turret thing. Like Gears of War had it. Like they all have to have it.
Didn't have to. I mean, like you could have made the choice not to do it. Like so
it's
far,
a check mark, dude, on FPS. Like, do you have a driving level? Is there a driving level? Oh, well, that's good.
No.
Fail.
So far, in 10 chapters, there's only been 2 turret parts.
That's good.
And one has been stupid, and the other one's been mediocre. Like the one with the asteroids is just frustrating as shit. There's a billion asteroids, and you just have to hit them like 95% of them, otherwise the ship explodes. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, so that I guess a little annoying.
So that's the only complaint I have is the gun system, like the turret system. And
everything else about it is just like it's truly atmospheric,
amazing,
really scary, polished as all hell. I heard it's been in development for 5 years,
and I believe that.
And they went through 2 engines.
I believe that too.
2 engine iterations.
It's like Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, but they actually released.
But it exists.
That's right. Yeah. So I think it's going to be pretty easy.
Huge thumbs up. Huge.
It's going to be on my top 5.
Absolutely.
Most likely.
So buy this game. It is unbelievable.
Yes. Next up, we have a game we're we were kind of excited about last week.
This is interesting.
World of Goo on WiiWare and on Steam PC.
So we both watched the videos for it, and we're like,
cool.
we're going to buy this at launch.
Absolutely. And I waited a little while.
Yeah.
but
so we did buy this game.
Yes.
World of Goo. So what do you think?
Okay, so I don't know. What do you? So like. So the thing about everybody saying it was really funny, I didn't see that.
I didn't either. So what kind of game is it?
So it is a puzzle game where you are basically taking these various goos that you have in a level. You have to save as many as you can.
Yep.
And you have to build a physics-based lattice, right, to basically go from point A to point B, and there's a lot of stuff in the way, obviously. So it's kind of neat. It's physics-based. It's a little fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the concept is great. Like,
so you're building like what looks like a kiddie playground, right?
Yeah.
Like you the hanging bars and stuff.
Yeah,
you're basically
exactly.
building up a structure to get these goo points to a pipe and then escape.
And over again. And like certain goo, like there's the I don't know what the special white goo is. It's the albino goo, but the green ones you can actually build something and then pluck it to rebuild.
There's bubble ones.
The bubble
where you
ones
can make things. Like you can pull your structures up so they don't fall
balloons.
down too far.
Yeah. So there's a lot of variety, which I'll definitely give it. And the style, this game has style like up the wazoo. Like if
it looks like nothing else, it definitely does.
If the complaints I have about this game didn't exist, I'd be like, wow, this game's awesome.
Yes. So what didn't you like?
Well, what didn't you? What
I didn't like. So this didn't feel like a puzzly game to me. Like, I like games where I have to figure out something, and what this was for me was that you would build something, and then it would lean over the wrong way, and you'd redo it.
Yeah.
And then you'd put it in a slightly different spot, and then you'd do the next one, and it would fuck up, and you'd redo it. So literally, it was just trial and error.
Yeah, because every time you place a goo block, time B or something pops up, and you click the time B, and it goes back a step. So... whatever.
Yeah, I wish I had those in real life.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That. It's just like, you don't have to sleep with that fat girl. I'm like, take it. Ooh. Oh, I never slept with the fatty.
Oh. You can try out all your pickup lines like, oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, that'd be true. It's just, you're like, oh, I lost my number. Could I have yours?
Ooh, it's just like,
time B. Yeah, so
if you want to fuck, and it's just like, oh, it worked. Yay.
Then never take that one back. But
exactly.
In the game... it just ends up being a mechanic where you just retry.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. It's like it's missing something fun.
Yeah.
And trial and error, like that's the thing. If you take a game like Braid, right? It's just like, yeah, that's kind of trial and error, but it's different because you're using, right? How is it different than Braid? Because I have a hard time.
In Braid, I felt like I was actually figuring out something tricky where they'd be like, oh, you don't jump on this guy and this guy, you jump. It's discrete things. It was just like, there are 3 puzzles on this screen and there's a right way to do them.
Yeah, maybe another way accidentally or something like that.
But this one, there's like, here's a pile of parts, there's an infinite way to arrange them.
Yep.
Try one, redo, try one, redo, try one, redo. And I didn't feel like I was thinking. It wasn't like a smart game.
You know what it is? You were playing. You were playing with a toy.
Yeah.
You weren't playing a game. I think that's the thing of it, because like a lot of toys we don't enjoy, right? There's a lot of toy games out there like Sims and some other stuff.
Yeah, we're not big sim person. This is kind of like a sim physics, right? This is like a physics goo.
Yeah, and if you're into physics games, I mean, there's a lot out there, right?
And we've got a lot of people on our friends list that are like, you got to try World of Goo. It's one of my favorite games of the year. Blah blah blah.
That's not my style.
Neither one of us are really into that. Like, you don't want to. We don't really build like functioning microcosms. We don't do Animal Crossing.
Why did we like Boom Blocks? I guess some of those puzzles were very discrete, right?
Yes.
It's just like, okay, if you hit this one, then this will do that, and that's probably the difference.
Yeah, I think so. Because there were right ways to approach stuff. It wasn't like you had to hit a block 1/4 inch up and then another 1/4 inch up,
that's
another
true,
1/4 inch up. You're just like, oh shit, if I hit it from this angle, this thing blows over here, this blows over there.
That's actually true, yeah. So I think, and like, the level design is implicative in like doing it that particular way.
Yes.
But there was that one level, it was just like, okay, well, the trick from the level is like having your green goo build, you know, like, because it's like a funnel and you kind of just build sideways and just kind of do that. And I'm like, yeah, it feels more like work.
That's what it is. It's like, I was like playing these other games. I'm like, well, we're reviewing, World of Goo this week. I guess I should play more of it. And I'm playing. I'm like, God, this fucking, like I'd finally figure out the level. I'm like, can I quit now? I figured out another level.
Yeah.
Can I go play?
You kind of want to be paid. It's like, I deserve $5 for that.
It's work. You're right. It's totally
That's
work.
what it felt like.
So, I feel so bad. Like, this game's so cute.
It's
like,
so polished. It's like, if you love these style of games, because people out there, if you love those style of physics-based games, because like I like Incredible Machine, I like some of the other ones, but even those had discrete answers.
Yeah. Listen to our review, watch the videos, and then try it for yourself if you're interested.
And I think there's a demo on Steam.
Okay, cool. Try the
it's
demo.
Polished, man. It's if you like that style of game, I think you'll like it. But it's like,
not fun for us. No. And next up, Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant.
Yeah, so we reviewed this. What is it? Crash Bandicoot something else. We kind of liked it.
Yeah.
It was like riding the beast, all that kind of stuff, and it was like your standard Crash Bandicoot, but you could ride shit.
Yeah.
So,
and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
So what they did with Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant was re-engineer this game for what appears to be 6-year-olds.
6-year-olds, yes. It's just too kiddie. I don't know.
It's so kiddie. It is so kiddie. There's the combat is beyond stupid. It'd be like a bunch of enemies come out, you mash the button until they go away.
Yeah.
Nothing to it. Like, even boss battles, nothing to it.
No puzzles like jump to this platform.
Yeah, the puzzles will be like,
basically.
do these 3 jumps to get to this switch. And you're like, okay, but where was there something else? I don't understand. Like, it just felt like a walkthrough.
Yeah, and like the Crash Bandicoot universe has never been, like, character-wise, it's never been that strong.
Yeah.
It was all about, the puzzly and the platformy aspect that I really liked about it. Just
and
like
collecty.
But
this one was like, the collecting was dead simple. So, I mean, the mechanics were interesting, right? Because there's all these leveling up where if you get X number of orbs, you get these new powers. The dudes you're riding get new powers. They get better blasts.
Kept that sort of thing, yeah.
Everything was there that I would normally like. Like in a Ratchet game, we're like, oh, there's powering up, there's collecting, there's puzzle solving, there's whatever.
Yeah, but they toned everything down. Like they took the age and just like, I think the Crash series has always been like T for teen.
Yeah.
For the most part, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, let's go E for everyone.
Let's go R for retard.
R. Dude, ESRB should totally pay us.
We thought of a new ranking system. I know that you guys are going to get mad that we use the word retard. I'm sorry, but it's funny.
But it's hilarious.
So the thing is it's just like that. We reviewed several games like this before, where there's these games that should be interesting if they were harder.
Yeah.
But they're made for dumb people. Like, I know that people are dumb.
But not this dumb. No, because like they will take a game that's sort of like intelligent. Like I still think like the kiddie games like Cake Mania, like all the ones, those are hard.
Oh, but that's challenging. That's
challenging, and it's just like you use your brain. And like this one is just like, okay, go from point A to point B.
There's no difficulty in this game.
Yeah,
none. And the thing is like, if you talk about there's a bar out there that we think that this bar is below for just normal people.
Yeah.
Then you talk about the NooBTooB army.
Yeah,
like,
it's a little higher.
Like, you guys are already much smarter than, like, if you just go to the forums, you can tell that these are, we have a better group of people in the NooBTooB army than most people. So
the bar is actually almost a little too high in some cases, because some people will, like, geek out on games that like we won't even touch.
Yeah, you
right?
guys,
like
a lot
Magenta,
of you are actually more hardcore than we are.
Like all the Disgaea and all those crazy ones you just play for hours and hours, just like.
So we know that you guys are going to hate this game because it's stupid easy. So I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's a decent looking. Like, they could have done something with it and they didn't.
Well, the thing that bothers me about the whole concept, because we're seeing it a lot more often, right?
Yeah.
It's a game very popular to say, okay, let's just make this game for everyone. Casual, right? And it's like, that's what the whole Nintendo thing is, right? They take the idea of Wii Sports, and basically everybody with a franchise is saying, fuck, we want that money.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So they're taking Crash, and like, I hope Insomniac doesn't go that route.
Yeah.
Because they haven't, right? They're making a little more puzzles, not yet. But I'm hoping, like, some of the franchises that we really like, they could easily flip that way, and Crash is one of them.
Yeah.
Like Banjo-Kazooie, I'm a little worried about. I wasn't a big fan, but it's just like, I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah, I can see that, because they're going for that money. Like, they see the Wii is so popular, Nintendo's so popular, and they're like, oh, Nintendo must be popular because it's stupidly easy.
Yeah. But maybe it is. Like, that's the thing. It's like,
maybe.
I'd be afraid if more people buy this Crash than the last Crash.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And show them, like, well, it works.
Yeah, don't do that. we're begging you.
Yes.
Keep the bar high for games. Don't buy games that are stupid, like dumbed down, because we want to play challenging, fun games.
Play like Layton, Professor Layton.
Yes.
Go play Picross. Go play like just games that require a little more thought, a little more skill.
Yeah.
Even brain training is just like better than some of this shit, right? Way better.
So thumbs down this game. Next up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck yes. Saints Row 2 is the shit.
Dude, were you expecting that?
I wasn't.
Because I played the original, the first Saints Row, and I liked it. Yeah. It was a good game, but it was a good game rental.
I would go one step farther and say that it wasn't like I didn't have expectations. I thought that this might not be very good.
Why?
Because I'm kind of tired of the sandbox genre. Thought I was.
Yeah.
Thought I was, because we talked about GTA 4 not being as awesome as everyone said it was.
We gave it thumbs up.
Neither one of us beat it.
No.
Neither one of us beat it.
I got bored.
Right. There's like these little mini games that aren't very fun.
No.
There's having to do friendships with people. People are calling you up like, I want to go drinking. You're like, oh, good, I'm going to go drinking. Spend 20 minutes doing nothing. It's just... fuck, like everything. It's just another sandbox game. These GTA games, whatever. This renews my faith in sandbox games.
Really?
Flat out.
Well, why is it? Because the thing is, like, if I look at GTA took everything and made it more serious.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, if you look at, compared to San Andreas to GTA 4, San Andreas had fucking jetpacks, it had all sorts of stuff you can work out. They just had so much more, and it's just like, San Andreas is more like Saints Row 2 than GTA 4 was.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
And everybody was saying that. They're like, I love San Andreas, GTA 4 kind of bored me.
What happened?
They lost, I think they kind of lost is the fun.
Yeah.
They're like, we're making a world. Fuck you, this is a world.
This is
and
serious.
It's like,
this is going to be awesome.
It evolves, and there's relationships, and there's this and that. People are like, I want to blow shit up.
And the people of Volition were like, I like San Andreas too.
Yeah.
It's just like, let's take everything that they did and just fucking go crazy.
Yeah. They're like, you know what's funny? Flying an attack helicopter with a rocket launcher and blowing shit up. That is what's fucking awesome.
Yes.
So you take, little annoyances, right? When you die in Saints Row 2, you keep all your guns.
Yes.
All your guns and all your ammo. That's such an
you keep the ammo
thing.
at the point.
Yeah, at the point that you die.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's just a little thing like that where they're like, yes, every mission you're not going to have to go restock up the store. You're not going to have to go earn money to buy back your guns. When you fail a mission, you start right back at the beginning.
And they have multiple checkpoints per mission.
Checkpoints in the
mission. That's the right thing, because that's the thing pissed me off about GTA, right? GTA would be like, I would do this boring thing, I would do this boring thing, and I would do this boring thing for 10 minutes.
Yes.
And I would do the really hard thing and died 8 times, and I'm like, I'm done with this.
And they're like, guess what? You get to do those 5 boring things again, and then get to the hard part and die again.
Exactly.
So this one is just like, here's a 5-minute section that's challenging. You pass it, checkpoint. 5-minute section that's challenging, pass it, checkpoint. You die, it's like restart from checkpoint.
Yeah.
And then you're like, shit, going in the front door didn't work. I'm going to go around the side door. I'm going to go get a better gun. I'm going to fucking, I'm going to try using the shotgun in this.
Yeah. I'm going to go around, drive, and pick up 2 homies and have them help me. It's like...
even tiny little things, right? Like, say you're on a mission with a homie that has to stay alive.
Yeah.
You play these other games, the homie gets shot, and it's like, start over.
Yeah.
This one, they're like, you have 30 seconds to revive your homie. You run over, you bring them back to life.
And it's not even like they did all this stuff and it makes it too easy.
No.
Because there's some very challenging parts of it, right?
Yes.
But it's challenging in a fun way. And it's just like, this is the thing. It's just like, I don't think this sort of thing makes these sort of games too casual.
No.
Right?
Because it's not casual, it's correct. It's like, it's hard, but not annoying.
Yes.
They're like, you can retry this impossibly hard point 10 times, and you're not going to get angry because you're like, all right, dude, that guy was fucking hard. I know that I need to do something else.
And like more game developers need to learn all of this stuff. But given all that, right, it's just like, what else did they do right with this game?
Oh my god! So like the chase sequences, they got this feel to it where like you would like you're driving, people are chasing you or something. Like somebody else is driving the car, you're on guns, and people are chasing you. They got this feel to it where it's just like somebody's coming up after you and all their homies are driving, and you take a bead on their driver, you hit their driver, fucking shoot them in the head, and their car goes. Drives on the side, flips, hits a wall, explodes into flames, and like you're driving, you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And not only is
you
it
do
not
that
just,
10 times.
Yeah, basically. And it's not just you saying that, your character is a badass.
Yep.
So you shoot them and your character is like, that's right, bitch.
Well, not only that, but the best thing about this game, one of the good things about this game is the customization aspect, right? It's just like when you make it, you have so many sliders and so many different things. It's like you were telling me you were making a girl, like an Asian?
Yeah, I made an Asian girl with pink hair that just wore a bra and blue jeans.
Nice.
For the whole game.
That's awesome.
Just whooping up on people. Like she grabbed people by the hair and punched them in the face.
Did you give her like an English or British accent or something like that? A British man's accent.
I tried that. It didn't let me. So I actually created her character with a male British voice, and then when it started the game, they'd given her a different voice. So I think that they're like,
that's too bad. They're like, they probably fucked up and made it so they allowed you to. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're not going to let you, which would have been pretty funny, but it might have been annoying after a while.
Probably, yeah.
It's like, I say, fuck you.
Well, but like all the taunts that they have, there's like taunts you can like say like you're taking a crap.
Oh, they're grabbing their dick. They're like making little chicken noises.
And like you can change it at any point by going to the plastic surgeon. It's just,
fucking amazing. Like the customization of that, the customization of your crib is fun. You can buy all these different hideouts. Here's another thing. A lot of these games, you get to ride a helicopter occasionally. It'll be like a specific mission. But this one, you get a helicopter, you fly it back to your base, and you land it there. It's in your garage forever.
Anytime. That happens with every single one. So like I was going to a point where like, I like that car. That car was fast. I'm going to go and take it back to my crib. And guess what? It records it, and I can take that, and if I die or go, it doesn't matter. Any single time I can always take it out.
And there's no limit to your garage. It's not like your garage can hold 3 cars. Pick 3. It's like your garage can hold all the cars.
If you
Any car you drive back here, you can have it forever. There's this guy, voiced by Michael Dorn, by the way. Worf.
Nice.
Fucking
Which
Worf.
guy?
The big black dude with the tattoos on his face.
Really?
He was the head of the...
See, I haven't finished that level yet.
Okay,
I'm doing the Ronin right now, so I already did the Ronin.
The Ronin was the Asian guys,
Yeah.
right? There's the other guys, I forget what they were. Anyway, he's the head of these guys.
The son of whatever, right?
Son of Somebody wasn't them either. It's a different
so it's
one.
the red
Yeah, it's the red guy.
Yeah,
So,
anyhow, yeah.
He's driving a fucking monster truck. When you kill him, you get his monster truck. And you're driving around town, you're like, just fucking running over cars and stuff. Like,
oh, fuck, I need to actually
Love
do
it.
that.
Love it.
So this game pretty much takes everything about the sandbox genre, takes whatever is fun, takes whatever fun, and amps it up, takes whatever annoying, and rips it out.
Pulls it all out.
And it's just like, it's good. It's really good.
When I beat the game, I had the game 60% complete.
Really?
Because
Well, you didn't do any of the other stuff, did you?
No, I did a shitload of other stuff.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Like, even once you beat the game, they're like, all right, like, now you own this town.
Yeah.
You can keep doing these missions because, like, every mission
Yeah.
has 6 levels of difficulty. So
you have to do those for the missions, though, to actually unlock the actual story missions.
Yeah.
So, like, didn't you do a lot of them at least?
Yeah. I'm just saying the world is full.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
that makes
The
sense.
world, and it's not just one type of mission. There's one mission where they're like, we need to drop the property values in this town. So you get to take a sewage truck, and you're spraying shit all over nice parts of town, and cops are coming. The cops are shooting their cars with shit guns. Like, there's parts of this game are just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, instead of Wendy's, they have freckle bitches.
Freckle bitches, yeah. That's from
Freckle
the first one.
bitches. It's hilarious.
Okay, so, like, all this great stuff, like,
Yeah.
what didn't we like about it? There's a couple of annoyances that I had.
What annoyed you?
So one is no fault of their own, but it's actually more of a fault of just general games, but it just kind of bugs me. So being Japanese, right?
Yeah.
I fought the Ronin, which for their credit, they did not call them the Yakuza.
Right. Yeah.
Because they always do that. It's
the
just like, at least
Yakuza,
they're going to
yeah.
pick, like, whatever, right?
That's true.
But, like, and this is a very small nit. A really small nit. But whenever they're indoors, they're wearing shoes. It really bugs me. Right? You have these guys who are, like, super,
Yeah.
like, so I'm like, and I'm looking on, they're walking on tatami mats, and I'm like,
That's funny. So the
Right?
cultural accuracy was what was bothering you.
it
That's
kind of bothered me.
that's funny.
And that's
funny.
a really minor point, but it's just
Yeah.
like, I saw it, and I'm like, it's just...
But that's actually really cool that the game was detailed enough that you noticed that. That, like, it was
Yeah.
something that you were paying so much attention to the cutscenes, you weren't skipping them. You're
No.
like, dude, that guy's walking a tatami mat.
It's just like, no!
Seppuku, motherfucker, I want to see you just rip it right now. You're done.
Yes.
That's
But
funny.
that was a little annoying.
Yeah.
And then, but that was about it, actually, I think.
I'm telling you, like, there was never any part of that game that I like was going to put it down. I wasn't going to play anymore. I feel like there was a couple of the side missions that I didn't want to finish because they got annoying, but I can't think of what they were. Like,
I kind of enjoyed most of them. Like the insurance fraud one's always fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That's
Insurance
basically
fraud was
like
fun.
a physics game.
the drug deals were fun, where you're guarding the guys doing the drug
I haven't
deals.
done that. Hoeing, not hoeing, but snatching
prostitution.
hose.
Yeah, snatching.
Snatching.
Yeah, snatching
Yeah,
hose.
snatching hose. That's always awesome. I was playing too. It's just like my wife came. I was like, "What are you doing?" It's just like, "I'm gathering hose." What does it look like? And she's like, "That's great."
I'm going
That's
over
awesome.
here right now. Enjoy sleeping on the couch. It's good that you weren't so into the game. She's like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." I'm sorry, honey.
But no, I was like trying. I'm like, but no, I'm rescuing them from abusive pimps, delivering them to a less abusive pimp.
You're like the Robin Hood of hose.
That's right.
Is pretty much what it comes down to.
just like, lady-
Okay, here's one complaint that I had about the game.
Yeah.
I played the game for like 6 hours, then I got in my car to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's
What,
just
like,
like,
you just
the
wanna,
light
like-
turns red, and I'm like, you just like want to run through it.
It
like,
makes you want to break the law.
well, you see another car, you're like,
Yeah.
I'll take that car. I'll pop out and take that car. Your car's nicer
It's
than
like,
mine.
that's nice.
Get out.
But no, it was really, the thing is, like, I don't know if this will make my top 5 because it's kind of a short game, right? I mean, you're going to be able to go, like, you breeze through the missions in a week, dude.
Well, I mean, a short game, if you consider a 20-hour game short.
Really?
20 hours.
And you only did the main story, or mostly the main
well, I mean,
story?
you have to do all those side missions to earn the main story.
Because, like, I spent about 10 hours on Ronin.
Yeah.
Are all of the other ones about that long?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, it's not like I did the bare minimum, right? I wasn't just doing the story. So
Well,
I
you're not.
dicked around.
You can't. You have to. They almost force you to dick around, which is kind of good, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I wouldn't say that it's 20 hours bare minimum. Maybe you could beat it in 15 or 10. I'm saying that the game was so enjoyable that it's a 20-hour game and you never feel like you're grinding. Like, I would do all these side missions, and I would just have a blast just kind of dicking around in that world. So it's not a short game, in my opinion.
Interesting,
Like,
because I rented
like
it.
8 hours.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Because I rented it. About 10 hours. I've only finished one gang so far.
Yeah.
And I have to return it and I'll rent it again. Or
you gotta rent it again, dude. I already beat it. I already beat the game, and it's so good. It's worth buying.
The thing is, it's like I gotta finish Dead Space. We got Fable 2 coming up. I mean, this was a crazy week.
I have never in my life, so far in doing NooBTooB, I've never had a week where I said, "Wow, 2 of my top 5 games just came out this week."
Oh, come on, really? Like last year,
1 week.
Last year there was like a bunch of great games, like Mass Effect, Rock Band.
I didn't pick Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the games you picked were pretty spaced out because you said Ratchet.
Yep.
No, you didn't say Ratchet. Sorry, you said
for the top 3.
Yeah, top 3. You
said we did by console.
But yeah, they were spread out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this was amazing. That this week I was like coming home from work, I'd say hello to my wife and kiss her, and I'd be like, da 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 da. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to bed, going to work, coming home, playing the games, just like, and it wasn't. It was just. It's so good.
It's why you're a fucking gamer.
That's right. These weeks, this month is why we're gamers.
And it's just like the thing is, like, we can bitch and complain like during the summer. It's just like, man, I wish there were some better games. It's just like now it's just like I have too many good games.
Spread this shit out. Please! We can't say this enough. Spread this shit out. Stop doing this to us.
Because I've been playing Fable 2, and I'm looking at fucking Dead Space, and I'm looking at Saints Row, and it's just like, I gotta review this shit.
Yep.
And Far Cry 2's coming out.
Castlevania's coming out. Far Cry's coming out. Fable 2's coming out. Like, I'm gonna have to quit my job. I have to quit my job. And get divorced.
That too.
I've given up sex for games.
You've given up sex for virtual sex in Saints Row. That's what you've done.
So anyway, Saints Row, huge thumbs up.
Huge up,
I have no reservations saying buy it.
No, but here's the thing: if you have to choose between the two, because if I did, right? I put 60. I rented one and did the other. I would say Dead Space over Saints Row. It'd be a hard choice, but I would put it above there if you had to choose. Kids, what would you do?
I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I gotta
say. Really? Come on, both of them. You take both of them.
Yeah.
Right now. No. I'm saying if you take both of them that you've done, the amount of time you've played on each, you got to pick one. If you're a kid with $60,
I would say Saints Row. Yep.
Really?
Yep. I would say Saints Row.
All right.
Because of the time of fun per dollar. If you're a kid, you're trying to save money. Like, you can play this game for 40 hours. You can play this game, like, you can just beat every inch of this.
That's actually a really good point.
I'm not going to rebeat Dead Space.
No, but
I can tell you right now.
But for me, Dead Space is like, it just takes all that enjoyment and compacts it in such a like.
That's why I said I want to choose. These games are fucking
But if you had
awesome.
to, you'd be Saints Row.
I'd be Saints Row.
So in my case, it's definitely Dead Space, just in case. But we have a bunch of games coming out. Holy shit.
We're going to spend so much time reviewing these in the weeks to come that we can just buzz through these, right?
No,
Fable 2... Huge
game. We've already got it. We've already been playing it.
Yeah,
so we'll review it next week.
Wii Music may not make the cut. We saw people playing this at PAX, and it was one of those things where I'm like, don't give a shit.
Well, one of the things is like people are saying, like, I've been reading online of various reviews. I'm like, just like, give it a chance. It's actually kind of interesting. But some of these are the same people that said, oh yeah, give Hannah Montana Music Jam a try.
Or the fucking the underwater one.
Oh, Undertow. Oh no. No.
Fucking the fish one where you swim around.
Beyond. Fuck. What was that one? Not under the sea. Under the sea.
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
The point is like a lot of these people are just like, these games are interesting. Give them a shot. And we try it. We're like, what the fuck? Why did we do this?
I have a feeling Wii Music is going to be like that. And like, if you look at the track listing, it's all over the map.
Yeah. Is there like
J-pop
and?
Well, no, it's just like easy listening stuff and like pop and like.
I'll rent it in February.
Yeah, probably.
Far Cry 2.
I'm actually slightly excited about this. I liked Far Cry, but not a huge fan. And this is not Crytek doing it.
What?
Yeah. Well, no, because Ubisoft, I believe. Yeah. So Ubisoft owns the rights to Far Cry. So then Crytek went and made Crysis. Okay. So then Ubisoft took a different engine, I believe, and then made.
Okay. Well, I mean, I definitely am going to try this. For sure, going to rent it.
I really want to try it, but the thing is, like, everybody that's been talking great about it have been saying that the level editor is amazing.
Don't care.
Yeah, I kind of don't care.
Don't care. We want games that are made for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
Castlevania Order Ecclesia.
Oh, I am so all over this game.
Yeah, the Castlevania games have just been getting better and better and better. Like, Castlevania is one of the few games that my wife.
Watch
at the time she was my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
That Adrian played through. She beat a fucking Castlevania game.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did she beat it upside down? She beat it as a different. No, wait.
No,
that was Symphony of the Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat it as like the girl character.
One of the first endings. There's like 17 endings. And
I always get the shitty ending. Like the last one, I got the shitty ending. I'm like, what? And they're like, oh no, you got to do this. And I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, I beat it.
I was like, I beat it.
But these games are great. Because Castlevania games are good.
No, it's great, and like I'm actually going to be out of town like all week next week, so this is going to be my travel game.
Travel game, perfect.
Absolutely.
Last up, Spiderman Web of Shadows.
I've been hearing okay good things about this game, but it's on multi-platform, so I'm a little worried. It's a licensed game. I'd probably rent it after Thanksgiving.
Maybe. I mean, the thing is, the Spider-Man movies got so shit that they made me not give a goddamn about these games. Where it's just kind of like the Hulk. Like, the Hulk movies have been so shit that, like, a Hulk game comes out, I'm like, don't care.
Oh, but dude, what about that Iron Man game, man?
That was one of those
the
games
movie was great.
Exactly. That was one of those things where it's like we gave it a shot because the movie was so fantastic. And it was seriously like a big, fat dude taking a shit in my mouth.
Yeah, it was probably one of the worst games I've played. It was just a demo, and it was like the worst.
It was
gaming
worse
experience.
than Yaris. It was worse than
Yaris was still worse to me, dude.
Because it made me so angry because it was such an obviously just written in, like phoned in, bullshit, cash-in game. Anyway.
So I'm not worried. I'm worried. I don't think this will be as bad because people are saying that good developers behind it. I forget who, but we'll see. After Thanksgiving.
It's Peter Molyneux, Spider-Man. That was his new project.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, so we have some community news. Dude, our user-generated content forum is like growing by leaps and bounds.
I know.
Like we have like 8 podcasts now or 7 podcasts.
It's ridiculous.
A bunch of different shows. Cal Launcher puts his show up there. The Bugaboo posts his stuff up there. A bunch of different people, and like we're starting to get some other shows now.
Yeah, so now we're starting to kind of branch out where it's not just people doing gaming podcasts.
No.
This is actually HP 1703's evil cousin.
Yeah, roommate, I think.
Roommate.
Yeah.
HP 1704.
Yeah, he's pretty badass.
He's kind of a homophobe.
Yeah, and he's kind of a dick.
But so he's sending a trailer for his new show.
Yeah.
Did he have a name for it?
I think it's like HP 1704 answers your questions.
Your questions and queries. Here we go.
Let's check it out.
Howdy, NooBTooB queers, and welcome to HP 1704 Answers Your Queries. This is a weekly show where I answer the questions and queries of the NooBTooB community. The response to episode 1 so far has been great. Keep asking your questions, and I'm going to answer all of them in turn, no matter how stupid or retarded they are. And believe you me, all of these are one of those 2 categories. This one's both. I want to thank Tobin and Yuzo for featuring me on the main podcast. If you want to see your query answered by me, an expert, just go to the UGC forum and find the HP 1704 thread. You can post your questions in the thread, or you can PM me personally, and look for the next episode sometime next week. Until that time, I'm done. Yob.
What the hell?
I don't even know.
So we saw the first episode. There's actually no clips from the first episode, but it's awesome.
Yeah, so the first episode is like 6 or 7 minutes long, and it's just him being a total dick.
Yeah, what did he compare you to?
He said it was like a wall made of retarded bricks.
It was pretty awesome.
It's hilarious. I mean, he does a great job at this. We love the fact that you guys are doing this. You guys are coming to our forums. You're making new characters. You're basing podcasts off the show.
Yeah.
This is why we do this shit.
Absolutely.
So if you want to have your questions and queries,
yeah.
go to the NooBTooB forums, look for the user-generated content forum, and look for whatever this is called. HP 1704's
answers your questions. And like the other thing is too, we also have a user-generated channel which will be featuring all of this stuff. It's NooBTooB Army on YouTube. So just do a search. We'll start putting the link up again. But it's got over 1,000 subscribers now. We're putting like the whole team, like Magenta, Kellene, Locke, all those guys are putting together and they're like scheduling everything. It's like a fucking TV show at this point.
So awesome.
So go check it out. New content every day.
Every goddamn day, people. They have more, like, the combined might of the NooBTooB Army makes so much more content than you and I. We got
like
full-time jobs, man. Like, this is we can spurt out 1 hour a week. They do every fucking day. So NooBTooB Army on YouTube. Go check it out.
And at some point, we're gonna have a 24/7 channel.
Yeah,
just a gaming channel of just just
chainsaws on a stick and
random
guns
shit.
And people getting drunk and
it's gonna be awesome.
God damn it! I can't wait. So
someday. It's like C-SPAN.
Yeah, it's like C-SPAN with guns and newbies for boobies.
Yes. Lots of profanity.
Yes!
Shoop-de-doop! Mail Toad, thank you very much for setting this up every week.
Yeah.
Who's the winner of last week?
So Lucian LaChance, god damn it.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Saying we're not in California anymore. This was the one where they switched our faces? Or no, it was the one that
No, it's just you as Dorothy. It's the one we already
it's the one I already played. That's right.
Yes.
So
Toto.
Thanks a lot, Lucian. There's apparently endless humor in making either one of us a woman.
Generally speaking, yes.
Generally how the humor comes around. Either that or
clone boning is back.
Sodomy.
With actually multi-mini clone bones. So now it's on like multiple clone bones in the picture.
Is it like the was it the Weebles? What are they called in the old Star Trek? Tribbles. Tribbles. Is like Tribble like clone?
Basically,
it'll be like
very
us
mini
sitting
ones.
here, and there'll be like all these mini clone bones.
Mini clone bones, yes, all over the place.
Wow, I kind of actually the Tribble effect will be interesting. So.
Yes, and the other big theme that I'm noticing right now is the what is it? Frack. The one that I showed you, the using.
Oh, well, they're switching our faces.
Yes,
they're people making a mold, like half my face, half your face.
Yeah, hopefully we'll show it.
Yeah, it'll be on this week's.
It's really weird because they did. I forgot who did it last time, but it was Yuzen and Tobzo.
Yeah.
And it was freaky.
Yeah, we should never have kids.
No. Once Proposition 8 passes, and all the laws of nature is reverse.
Dude, keep politics out of NooBTooB. We got some complaints there on YouTube when we were making fun of some.
No, because we were telling people to vote, right? Or because
no, it's not that. It's not that. It's because I was making some comments about Sarah Palin.
Yes, that's right.
So,
she's wonderful.
Yeah. White people love her. So
they love her. Each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question or query, request a funny story, please give us a ring.
Yep, and you can contact us toll free at 888-233-8480 or send your audio or video
please
files to feedback@noobtoob.com. I swear to God, every week we have a comment on YouTube that says, "How do I send you voicemails?" Watch the show. We tell you how to do it.
Just email.
Also send us video response on YouTube, and if you send those, mail the videos as well.
Yes, video questions are preferred, but please keep your questions under a minute if you want to be featured on the show. We had to toss a bunch of stuff and a couple of things, some tips on how to actually make the show. Don't ask questions that have been asked before.
Yeah,
on
don't
the show.
say, do you like this game or this game?
Yeah, we don't
say
ask
what
those.
console should I buy.
No, like current event stuff. Do we tend to pick if it's like a big task?
Things that are funny, we like. Make sure the volume is high. I mean, just little things.
Video over audio. Yeah.
Make sure that you want to watch the video. Play it back and say, would I want to watch this? If
is
you're
that interesting?
There's dudes that are just like, what was I going to ask? I totally forgot what the question. So make it entertaining.
Yes, because we're getting at least 25 to 30 in a week now.
It's awesome.
And we only have time for 4.
Yep. So first up is Cerberus SD with a response to one of your accusations.
A correction.
Here we go.
Hey NooBTooB, Cerberus SD here from the forums, and they know that I'm black and I'm a SoCommer. Here's a few of my games. Just that the gameplay is just, I don't know, teamwork, tactical, all this stuff. It's fun. And with this, I got the bundle for Confrontation, so this is separately like $50, so yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Yow.
I stand corrected.
Duly noted.
I'm telling you, man. And what's up with this? So he actually sent us something longer before. He doesn't have a PS3 yet, but he bought that game already. Somebody else called in and said, "Oh yeah, I bought Metal Gear Solid 4, but I don't have a PS3 yet." It's like,
that is so weird.
Isn't that weird?
Because it's not like there's going to be a shortage, right? Like, you got to stock up on your Metal Gear Solid. Like, that shit will be around.
It's like if you get the PS3 first, then you can play other games. You can download. But whatever. He's a fan.
Let me show you my record collection. I don't own a record player, but I've got a bunch of fantastic records.
I guess. But, dude, I stand corrected. There are not white people. It's not just white people.
Yeah. So a NooBTooB exclusive. Black people play SOCOM.
Maybe Asians too.
I don't know. I don't believe it till I see it. I want to see a video of an Asian playing.
All right,
a topless Asian girl. Topless Asian girls playing SOCOM. Make it happen.
Yes, Asian guy, not topless.
Not topless.
Please.
So we have another question. Someone's asking about our choice in game genres.
I've been watching your guys' show for a while now, and I haven't seen many sports games being reviewed. Are you guys planning on reviewing, say, NHL 09 or the new Madden? That's it for now. Yow.
No. All right, so next up, we have a correction from Fuzzy.
Oh yeah, another correction.
It's not a correction. It's a burn.
It's a burn.
It's a huge burn. This is a cock slap. Are you ready for this, folks? This is fucking awesome.
Hey, Tobin and Yuzo. This is Fuzzy from the forums. I just wanted to call in response to a previous episode where an angry child discussed the legacy of the name Starkiller. The truth of the matter is that Starkiller was a name given to a thug mercenary named Bendak Starkiller in Knights of the Old Republic back in 2002. If the name was so important, why would they give it to some piece of crap NPC 6 years ago? Because it's not. The truth of the matter is that it's just a typical canon Star Wars name with no importance whatsoever. I just wanted to point that out for everyone to hear. Thanks a lot for everything. Peace out. Yow.
Damn, son! Nerd burn! What?
What? He brought it. He just said...
He took his dice. He came up, he took his dice bag. He's like...
No, dude, he rolled a natural 20 right there,
He's
dude.
like, what up? I rolled 20, son.
Here you go.
I read all of these Star Trek novels, the Star Wars novels. Yes. I know all the backstory. Yeah,
you know that he played freaking KOTOR and saw a side character, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, I'm sorry, like, Star Wars kid, wherever you are, like...
So, despite your video to us about your little nerdy complaints about us making fun of Starkiller, we have been vindicated by Fuzzy, who says you're a nerd.
Yes. Oh, and hey, Fuzzy's also doing UGC, so he's doing a roommate battle. So, like, him and his roommate are, like, playing, like, various games and, like, challenge each other and then recording themselves playing.
Like,
awesome.
shit-talking and stuff?
Yeah, basically.
Fuck yeah, UGC!
So, check it out!
So that'll be on NooBTooB Army then.
It's already there?
It's already there.
Oh, no, sorry, it's not on UGC, but yeah, we'll be putting it on.
It'll be on
it's actually
NooBTooB
too
Army.
long, so hopefully they'll cut it.
You gotta be under 10 minutes.
10 minutes, dude.
No one's as special as us to get the hour-long shows.
No. So actually, this is almost like a Halloween episode, right? It's coming out pretty soon.
This is a Halloween episode.
So we haven't had that much anything spooky. We just only had a little bit of decoration. But this next one.
This one kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. So here we go.
When my day is done, I log online as one. I notice all the crap. I notice all the shit. I notice all the wine, and I notice the lack of wit. The internet is a crazy place, full of idiots and pervs. There's nowhere to unwind. No place to untangle my nerves. There is a puzzle, however. An unsolved Rubik's Cube. The diamond in the rough. I'm talking about NooBTooB. You're treated with respect. Join the forums now. You're treated like you're welcomed, as long as you leave a yow. The name's encryptic, a shadow of before. NooBTooB's in for a visitor. Please open when I knock on your door.
It sounded like he was saying he liked us up until the end when it sounded like he said he was going to come to our house and kill us.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
That was the
dude.
part where it kind of went into disturbing.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, but I'm...
Actually, so seriously, when we were watching that video when he was just like, I noticed all the wine and lack of wit, I'm like, are we seriously getting a burn video? Like, I thought that somebody was going to send in a video being like, you guys are chumps.
Yeah, but then he kind of went on and like, then he was like, oh yeah, you guys are great, and like, then he says like, I'm gonna come home and kill you.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, you guys are awesome, I can't wait to hang your skins on the wall in my house.
And wear them?
And wear them around and like kind of prance and skip.
Yeah, kind of do the...
I know. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
That'd be so...
I don't even know if these guys have seen Silence of the Lambs.
Probably not.
Best movie ever. So
yeah.
That was scary. Thanks for the Halloween-themed video. Please tell me it was a Halloween-themed video. Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. I mean, you couple that with the Tobin Kozire video that's on YouTube floating around.
So somebody responded to F114 with a video called Tobin Kozire.
I think you are not long for the world, dude.
It seriously looks like a threat on my life because it's like all these weird, surreal clips mixed in with pictures of me going, and then it's just like the meaning of this video will be let known to you soon.
When you're dead.
I know. I'll be playing like Dead Space tonight and be like, knock, knock, knock. I'm like... I'm telling you right now, NooBToobers, I answer my door with a chainsaw and a stick.
That's right. Watch
and
it.
a fucking, with my dick out. My bathrobe. I don't even know.
All right. We have another video. Or
I don't even know what I'm talking about. So next up, Taylor Toaster has a question for us about some of the games we reviewed.
Hey, this is Taylor Toaster from the forums. I just remembered y'all did a review not too long ago of an iPhone game, and see, I always go to download them, and I'll see them on the front page featured. Like, I don't know, I saw one. It was Star Wars Force Unleashed for the iPhone, and you look on the review that they have, and it's so jumbled. You'll have one person be like, "This is amazing. This game is like orgasm on an iPhone," and then you'll have the person right under it be like, "This game is a $5 turd." And I was just wondering if y'all could like go back and maybe review more iPhone games, because there's definitely a market for it because nobody else does it. We need you to review iPhone games for everybody so that we don't waste our money on $5 turds. All right, thanks. Yow.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for that.
That's actually useful, but I think the thing is, like, I think the iPhone store, the iTunes store, has 99% crap.
Yeah, which is what makes our job difficult, right? Like, if we were going to go in and find diamonds in the rough, I think that what's going to happen is that when we get out of the insane gaming season that we're in right now, because that's why we did iPhone games before, right?
Yeah, because there was like, nothing coming.
It was slow.
And you were like, I need to play something. Maybe this Bumblebee something.
God damn it, that game. So, I mean,
it was $3 crap, basically.
Yeah, it was not worth $3. So there's a lot of not good games coming out for it. I feel like maybe it's going to come, but I also feel like gaming needs buttons. I really do.
Well, no, because as an accelerometer, you can do some interesting things with it, but not everything, right?
Well, I mean, I agree with you that you can do some interesting things with it, but there hasn't been a game yet where I'm like, wow, I'm glad I bought this. The only really, really interesting thing out there right now is Brian Eno made a music program. Oh. So you can play chords on the screen. You can play like 2 or 3 buttons, and it'll play, and you can change like different. There's different themes, so you can choose like he's named them after foods. So you can have like. Just it's very Brian Eno.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But the point is you pick a type of music you want to play, and you go bling, bling, bling. You're kind of playing around with it, and then what it does is it improvises on your music. So you do a couple chords, and you sit there and watch it, and it's mesmerizing because it plays your music for a little bit, and your music starts to fade, and then it starts playing with you. Weird. So it's like having a smart composer.
Is
in your
it
phone.
free? Or is it
I was playing on my buddy had on their phone, so I don't know if he bought it or not. It might be a couple bucks.
So we'll have to put it in the
I'm
show
probably
notes
going
or
to buy
something
it.
like
I played it the other day at work, and I was really impressed.
Really?
Like it's one of those things where you just like I could almost see it where I play a couple chords and then I plug in my headphones and I'm like writing code.
No,
I'm
come on.
serious. Like,
I mean,
I can't listen to music with words when I'm writing code. I can't listen to anything.
Neither.
Like I just like the idea. So
I think the concept is great, but I mean, I think you're putting a lot of confidence in that.
I'm
if
not
you can
saying
actually
I've done
stand
it.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, is the thing. But
the point is, it's very impressive. It's very well done. Like you have to see it to understand how good the music is. Where it really feels like actual music being composed out of your fucking random flappings.
I mean, but the thing is, like the similar concept happened with Electroplankton on the DS. I mean, I don't know if you remember that, but it was boring.
I remember,
as
but that was boring as
fuck.
shit. Yeah.
So like, I'm just wondering how much like you'll do it for like a day, and then it's
and
just
you
like
never played again.
I paid $5 for this shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and that's the thing. I think with the iTunes store, it's just like there is so much crap and like nobody reviewing. Like none of the big game sites, no professionals are out there like sifting it from 1,000 apps to 10.
Right.
That we can then choose.
That'd be
from.
a lot of work.
And that's like, a lot of money.
We would
too.
basically have to be running an iTunes, an iPod, or an iPhone gaming podcast.
Yeah.
We'd basically have to do that like every week. Try it like 10, 20 games.
And it would be like soul crushing.
Yeah.
To us.
Yeah. It'd be like, God, this is shit. This is also shit. Also shit.
Yeah. So I think if we find them, if some one of our friends comes up, or one of the NooBTubers
of the NooBTubers. If you guys find really fun iPhone games,
let us know.
Let us know, and we'll totally try them. Seriously.
Absolutely.
So that is all the time we have.
I think you're right, sir.
That is our show for the week, folks. Thank you for all the great questions. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com. Participate in the forums by clicking on our forums, by clicking the community tab at the top of the front page.
Yeah. If you're watching the video on YouTube, be sure to click on the subscription button right over there. It's usually there, I believe. There-ish. And also rate the video with 5 stars by rubbing Tobin's junk vigorously.
Or I will come after you with my scythe hands and vagina blood. I don't even know.
I think they call that menstruation.
Moving on.
If you're watching this video, This is 1 week till election time. We have Game the Vote. Go out and vote, please.
Seriously, people, this is it. You have 1 week. The election is in 1 week.
Like less than a week.
You're already registered. If you're not registered, we hate you. But if you did register, make sure you fucking vote. This is very important. Make sure your vote is counted. So, we do not care who you vote for. Just get out to the polls on November 4th in the United States. Vote in whatever country you're in if you want to do that, but we care about the U.S. That's all for this episode. I'm Tobin Kozire.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. Audio engineering is done by NooBTooB is done by Range. Put a ring on it. Strunk. Cheers. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. We're out.
So now it's game over, and my sword lies in the ground. Game over, and all my credits have run down, but I never got to save my princess. I never climbed those castle walls, and now it's time to face the biggest boss of all. So now I guess it's game over. I always tried to play the good guy. I tried to play with style and stealth, but I'm stuck on level 1 and running out of health. So now I guess it's game over. Please don't say it's game over.